As mentioned previously, these last couple of games have all been about testing this young team and testing them early in the season. And for the most part, especially in Nashville and against the Dallas Stars, this team has passed the test. However, massive step back last time they played against the Vancouver Canucks, where you let in 8 goals all in your own barn, too. Why? Defense didn't look good. Yaroslav Halak didn't look that great. Tuukka Rask didn't look sharp when he came in either. Just nothing clicked. I mean, you scored 5 goals, and 5 goals should get you a win, but nothing good. Burn the tape. Speaking of Tuukka Rask, he has been granted a temporary leave of absence from the team. I know he's not a fan of the show, and we've been more than critical of Tuukka Rask as of late for his performance, but we wish him all the best in whatever he's going through. We hope that it's nothing major, nothing serious. Seriously, we do want to make sure that whatever he is dealing with, he gets through it and everything is a positive result. I cannot stress that enough. I wish no ill will towards any player. But because of that, the Bruins call up Dan Vladar from the AHL level. They also call up Jacob Forsbacka-Karlsson, and for tonight, he is your third-line center. So congratulations, JFK, on the call-up. Looking forward to seeing how he plays. It's Boston, it's Toronto. Oh, it's rivalry. It's a real rivalry on the Bruins Recap Show. Boston Bruins. So we start things off in the first period. It's Yaroslav Halak against Garrett Sparks. Not Freddie Anderson, Garrett Sparks. The backup. I believe Toronto played previously against Dallas, so Freddie Anderson played there. Garrett Sparks plays tonight. Nonetheless, Toronto comes out firing. They come out hot out of the gate, out shooting Boston in the first period, 20-6. Yikes. But 20 shots on net is only good if they go in. And one of those 6 shots for Boston goes in, as it's Brad Marchand who loses the faceoff. It goes into the corner, and it's David Pastrnak in a battle with Morgan Rielly. He wins the battle and goes around the net, takes a shot, and it is tipped in by Patrice Bergeron. 1-0 Boston after 1. Again, 14-shot differential, but it's a 1-0 differential on the scoreboard, and the scoreboard counts. We take it to the second period. And in the second period, it's Matty Grzelcyk knocking down a clearing attempt in the Toronto zone. He gives it over to Patrice Bergeron, who passes through a triangle of Leafs players, including Johnny Tavares, over to David Pastrnak for the one time that he ends up on his back, puts all of it behind it, blows it past Garrett Sparks. 2-0 Boston. And we go later on, Boston on the power play. Patrice Bergeron goes around the Toronto net, finds Brad Marchand in the face-off circle. He passes it over to David Pastrnak on the back door, puts it in. Second of the game on the power play for David Pastrnak. 3-0 Boston here. But one thing you do not want to do with this Toronto team is go on the penalty kill, because their power play, it's really, really good. And even with the 3-0 lead, you feel a little nervous because this is a very heavy offensive team, and they showed why on this power play, as it's Kadri knocks over the rebound to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner up to Dermott. Dermott over to Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly back to Marner. Over to Tavares, who has all day in a wide open net to shoot. Beats it past a diving Halak. Boston still with the lead at the end of 2. So we go to the third period. Boston again on the power play, and it's David Pastrnak. He passes it over to Krug. Krug goes down towards the the goal line, passes it back up to David Pastrnak. Pastrnak goes over to Brad Marchand. Marchand looks like he's going to take a shot, looks like he's going to take the shot, looks like he's going to take the shot. Psych! Passes it over to David Pastrnak, who has himself a wide open net here. 15th of the season for David Pastrnak, still the leader. His third, by the way, that's a hat trick. Please, sir, can I have some more pasta? Thank you very much. I like more pasta. So 4-1 Bruins on the power play. And then 26 seconds later, it's a dump in from the Bruins. And it's a race between Morgan Rielly and David Krejci. As David Krejci gets the stick lift, wins the puck. A weird turnover created by David Krejci. Steals it, passes it over to Joakim Nordstrom, and he snipes it 5-hole past Garrett Sparks. And that's his third of the season, and that's more than he has scored all last year with the Carolina Hurricanes. Boston being able to bring in some Carolina players and getting a lot of talent out of them. They did it with Riley Nash, and now it looks like they're doing the same with Joakim Nordstrom. So it's 5-1 Boston, and that is going to do it. That's your final. Boston knocks off the previously road undefeated Toronto Maple Leafs. I get it. It's their backup goaltender. I get it. They don't have Austin Matthews in the lineup. Both of those would be very helpful for them. But hey, the Bruins, they don't have Kevin Miller. They don't have Charlie McAvoy, who is arguably their best defenseman. So, take it as you will. Technically, Yaroslav Halak is the backup, although he's been playing out of his mind. So yeah, arguments for both sides, but I'd say this is a fantastic win for the Boston Bruins here. 5-1, beating the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's take it to the 3 stars of the game. Star number 3, another 3-point night for Patrice Bergeron. He puts in a goal and has 2 helpers. Star number 2 and star number 1, oh, you could go both ways with them. But I gave star number 2 to Yaroslav Halak. 40 saves in a bounce back. 20 saves in the first period alone. And he gives up 1 goal, and that 1 goal he had no chance of saving. And your number 1 star, David Pastrnak, with 3 helpings of pasta. 2 on the power play, and a helper. Give him some hamburger helper to put in your pasta. So, Boston will look to continue this offensive production. 10 goals in the last 2 games. They get the Western Conference champions tonight. They get the Vegas Golden Knights, so that'd be interesting to watch. So we'll see you then on the next Bruins Recap Show.